Hey friends, happy Thursday, the 11th of January. Nice to be with you. I'm Father Bill Hill, priest at Holy Spirit Catholic Community in Rock Springs, Wyoming. I'll share with you a reflection on the daily readings. The readings are linked down below. Click the link, read the readings prayerfully, and then turn off the screen before you move on to other things. Turn off the screen and spend some time in prayer with God before you move on to other things. I believe that prayer time is going to be the best thing you're going to do today. Imagine that, a Catholic priest, right? It is Thursday of the first week of Ordinary Time. I know we're still decorated for Christmas, but see green up here because it is Ordinary Time. Hey, I'd like to do a couple housekeeping things. If you wanted to thumbs up us, like us, share us on Facebook, if you wanted to give us a thumbs up and subscribe on YouTube, that does help the algorithm to promote this a little bit more. If you find it helpful to spend some time in your day with a Catholic priest from Rock Springs, Wyoming, maybe somebody else will as well. So thank you for that. We are working on the first book of Samuel and the Gospel of Matthew. We hear about disastrous results in Israel and the defeat of Israel first time, and then thinking that they can manipulate God and make God grant them victory. They bring the Ark of the Covenant, the two sons of Eli, the priest, and they just know that this is going to force God to give them victory, and God allows them to especially be handed over into the hands of their enemies. And the ark is stolen, taken by the Philistines. We'll pick this up, I think, 2 weeks from now. David is going to recover the ark and bring it back into Jerusalem. But this is a painful and a dark day for Israel. One of the amazing things, there are like several things that are incredibly noteworthy about the Israelite Jewish ancestors that we have. One of them is this: their ability to acknowledge their failures, their shortcomings, their defeats, their inability to respond to the grace of God. Like nobody in the ancient world recorded the defeats and recorded their ways that they fell short of God. And Israel does it, right? Over and over, they pray for God to take care of them. That's the psalm response, and I invite you to pray with that, right? Redeem us, Lord, not because we're good. Redeem us, Lord, because of your mercy. Grit, resiliency, these are buzzwords that you can encounter out in the popular culture, but they're all about keeping our focus and allowing ourselves to continue moving forward, even in the face of difficulties, challenges, setbacks. Certainly Israel is going to mourn these losses and is going to feel this for a long time. But at the same time, they still are going to be called to be people in relationship and in service to the Lord. How about for us? How has the Lord worked in our life and in our past in failures, setbacks, challenges, difficulty, even trauma? If God willing, it's healed and brought into some integrity. Maybe spend a little bit of time sitting with that and asking the Lord to help us to continue to be strong and resolved, even in challenges in this current age. Okay, Gospel of Mark. We hear about Jesus not getting what he wanted. What Jesus wanted was to cure this leper and to have it be kept quiet. And this person who suffered from leprosy previously instead publicizes it abroad, and so that Jesus can't even enter into towns without being mobbed. And so he becomes a prophet out in the deserted places and the wilderness. And plenty of ink has been spilled about this. Like, why does Jesus not want it proclaimed that he is the Messiah? What struck me especially today in prayer was just the flexibility of Jesus, right? He says, this is what I want, don't tell anybody. But then he finds that everybody hears about it and everybody's excited about it. And so, okay, well then what's God's will for me now? What's the mission now? It's not to the towns and the villages. It'll be in the wilderness places and people coming to me. Jesus, who is still about the will of God, even as he experiences curveballs and unexpected realities. How about for us? Where's the Lord calling us to be adaptable, flexible? Where's the Lord inviting us to stay focused on the will of God, even in the face of difficulties? Maybe it's a cliche, maybe it's a trite line, but I still find it helpful, right? Like, to be mindful that when God closes a door, so often God opens a window. How is the Lord inviting us to be flexible and adaptable these days, to be all about the will of God? All right, read those readings prayerfully. Turn off the screen, spend some time with God. I think prayer time will be great today. Pray for folks that are having a hard time. Pray for peace in this world. God bless y'all.